We're back with another episode of the Barefaced Truth Podcast. I am your host, Devin.
And I'm Kissy.
And today we are going to dive deep into the world of consultations.
Ooh. I love consultations. I love it.
And that's what I've been hearing. I have never had a consultation. I am intrigued. I'm sure a lot of you guys are intrigued as well.
Let's do a mock. Do you want to do?
Yeah, I think I want to do a consultation.
What do you want to do a consultation on?
Laser hair, probably.
Awesome. That's a favorite treatment here in the office is laser hair removal. So let's just pretend.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. You're going to do some role play?
Sure. Let me just turn to the side. So I go through my whole spiel, like welcome to Kissy Face. I talk a little bit about how we got started and how I got into the industry and how Kissy Face was born, but not that whole 40-minute episode that we filmed last time.
If you are interested in that, go watch that episode.
It's really good. But truly, just so they can know me, and get to know my background and my education and things like that. So we don't need to do all of that. So if somebody came in for specific laser hair removal, I would talk about first what area?
Me, probably. I don't know if you can, but I grow hair all the way up to here.
Yeah.
So like enough to shape.
Yep.
Because I just shave every single, and I always have stubble.
Absolutely.
So
I always start with that. And then I'll say, what do you know about laser hair removal?
I'm racking my brain. You've told me a little bit about it over the years, but kind of nothing.
Perfect. And most people don't. Sometimes people will have it at another office, or really at another office. And so I'll be like, what laser did they use on you? Because there's so many different lasers. And I'm going to tell you 99.9% of the people have no idea what laser was used. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I as a laser technician and I'm treating you want to know what laser, how many treatments, blah, blah, blah. They have no idea. So that's why I really pride myself in the education part of it, because I want my clientele, patients, to know inside and out what laser I'm using, blah, blah, blah. I've had patients that I have treated and they're moving. I will send them with my laser name and my settings I've used, how many treatments,
Awesome.
So yeah. But let's talk about from the beginning. I'll get out my handy dandy notebook with my little drawings. Do not judge me on my drawings. I can shape some jaw lines, but I can't draw. But I will show them this. And so this is kind of what it will look like. So our hair grows in 3 cycles. At all times, our hair is in 3 growth phase. In growth phase 1, this is the hair, this is the skin, and this is the bulb.
Oh.
Got it?
Okay.
So the hair is attached to the bulb.
Okay.
In growth phase 2, it's barely attached. So you can see that it's attached, but it's not all the way attached.
And this is just natural, like without any sort of treatment or anything?
Yep, everybody's hair. And then in growth phase 3, the hair is not attached.
Interesting.
So I always draw this so everyone can see. Can you see me over this? I'm short. But we can only, let me get my handy dandy pen out. I like to draw. We can only kill hair in phase 1.
Because it's
fully
attached. Okay.
So when my laser comes down, it kills that bulb. In phase 2, it comes down, and this gets a little bit of energy, but not enough to kill it.
Okay.
And in phase 3, it just kind of goes all in the skin. So we can only kill hair in phase 1, what is fully attached to the bulb. And our hair grows in cycles. So we go into a new cycle every 4 to 6 weeks. So you're going to come in every 4 to 6 weeks because then this is going to be dead. So then all these are cycling through. And we're catching all of them in phase 1.
I see. Okay.
So that's how it works. So you're going to come every 4 to 6 weeks. How many treatments? I don't know that. I wish I had a magic wand or a what is that called? The ball?
Magic 8 ball.
Not the 8 ball. Like you look in the
Oh, a crystal ball.
crystal ball. That's it. So I always tell my grandkids that I hold a magic wand all day long because it's lovely, but truly it's not. But I don't know how many. So, and I'll
Okay.
talk about that with my clientele, and we'll get into that in a second. But what I tell them to do is something. So we know you're going to come in every 4 to 6 weeks. So the night before treatment, I'm going to have you shave that hair. And so if it's a man, it's no big deal. Men shave their face. But when I tell a woman that they have to shave their face, they freak out.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my gosh, the old wise tale is that if they shave, it's going to have more hair.
Like comes back
And
thicker.
it's thicker and have more hair. And that's not true. We are born with every hair follicle that we'll ever have. So why that happens is like when we shave that hair and we shave it off, that hair has to form a peak to poke through the skin. Once it pokes through the skin, we feel that as we're touching our face. It feels like there's more hair. It feels like it's coarse. It feels like, but once it pokes through, it rounds back down. We'll never have more hair.
Okay.
Shave, shave, shave. And I have clients that are like, I will not shave I won't do it. So I'll have them cut their hair with like little sewing scissors. I'm like, they'll use that. They're okay with that. It's the same as shaving.
Yeah, I imagine.
Just shave. Like at this point, please shave. Because I have clients that will not shave.
Okay.
And so what I show them, let me get my little notebook out again, is somebody who doesn't shave. By the time my laser comes down the stalk of the hair, through the skin, and makes it to the bulb, we've lost about 70 to 80% of that energy.
Because it has to.
Because it's traveling. It's using energy to come down.
Okay, so like visible hair, it's just eating up all the energy.
And so you're going to have way more treatments. My job for laser hair removal is to get you in and out as quickly as possible. The less treatments, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So we want you to not come back. That means that it is successful.
Working. Yeah.
It's working. So if you shave the night before, my laser only has to have a little bit of energy to pop through, and this bulb gets way more energy. And at the end of the day, you're spending less money here. And that's my job. I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to fix something.
Mm-hmm.
And we can do every single body part.
Anywhere.
Pretty much.
If I have hair that I don't want.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have patients that come in with blonde hair. We cannot do laser hair removal on blonde hair. It has to have pigment in the hair. So we want the darkest hair and the lightest skin is perfect. So it has to have pigment in the hair so that the laser is attracted to. You know, even like redheads, we can do laser hair removal, but redheads take a lot longer to get their results.
Is it just like the chemical makeup of their hair?
Yeah, it is. It's like the pigment in the hair.
Okay.
And so blonde hair people, we can't do it.
Okay.
We cannot do it. But I have a laser that we can do it on any skin color, from the lightest to the darkest skin color. The darker your skin, the more treatments it's going to take, because the laser is attracted to color. And so somebody who's lighter than me is going to get away usually with less treatments than me, because I have to turn those numbers down on my laser so that the laser isn't going into my skin, it's going into. So the darker your skin, the less heat you can put into the skin. We can still do it. It's just going to take longer treatments. And then being faithful to coming in every 4 to 6 weeks. So my patients that are coming in at 4 weeks, and they're coming in at 10 weeks, and coming in at 12 weeks, after a while I'm like, stop. You're not. You have to be consistent. We want that every 4 to 6 weeks. It's okay every now and then. You know, I'm not available. You get sick. Mm-hmm. What happens, you know, at that 7th week, hair goes into a new cycle. So we've missed that cycle of hair. We'll attach it somewhere down the line and catch it.
Okay.
So, but it's the ones that aren't consistent. Also, you didn't know there was so much to consultations,
No, and
right? In laser hair.
I was also gonna ask about that too, because I feel like in general I'm kind of a not consistent person. So like
Yeah.
it just is a waste of money, basically, right? Like
I
you're
will
paying
stop
for
you.
no results.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, or it's a waste if somebody wants to do it every 2 weeks. Like, I gotta get it gone. I want it. No, we're still, that energy is still in from your last treatment. It has to be 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
And
you
yeah,
have to catch it at that first stage.
it has to be in the growth phase. And every 4 to 6 weeks, where hair is in a new, every like 4 weeks, our hair is in a new growth phase, and then it's active for 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Yeah.
Okay. And so I forgot what I was going to say, but I'll think of it in a second. But, hair is super smart.
What do you mean by that?
It's so smart. And I'm going to tell you, it has a memory.
Okay.
Like, I just picture them with all these little heads, like, sitting there, like, I know I'm crazy, but.
I'm so intrigued.
But, so, if we pick 4 weeks, I like to stay at 4 weeks. If we pick 5 weeks, I like to stay at 5 weeks. And if we pick 6 weeks, I like to stay. So, let's say we were been doing 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then life happened. And then you're like, I can't come into 6 weeks. We could still kill it. But listen, at 4 weeks, once we get going, hair knows something's coming. And it stands at attention at 4 weeks because it's ready to fight off. It's so cool.
Whoa. So it like.
It's like ready.
Anticipates
it.
Whoa.
And
okay.
so let's say 4 weeks come and they're like, I'm a little tired. And at 5 weeks, we don't have something that's a little tired. We can still kill it. And at 6 weeks, ding, we get it. Mm-hmm. So it's waiting. And then let's say you miss that whole phase and it's week 7. It's like, I don't know what to do. And then the new growth phase comes in. It prepares itself. So I like to stay. Over the years of 12 years, my consistent 4 weeks, my consistent 5 weeks, my consistent 6 weeks get way better results than 4, 6, 5. You know, life happens sometimes and it's okay. But yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let's say we're doing every 4 weeks and we're seeing result after result after result, and then all of a sudden no result. Like things slow down. I'm not seeing results. I may move them to 5 weeks or 6 weeks to see if that helps, and usually it will.
Is that kind of also to like shock the hair?
Kinda. It's kinda, you know,
like
it's kind of
right.
It's kind of neat. It's like, it's so cool.
It is, yeah.
So let me ask you: is laser hair removal permanent?
From our last conversation and our last episode, it is not.
No, it is not. And so I like to call it laser hair reducer. Okay. So what will happen? Let me give you my body journey.
Okay.
Okay. So when I first had treatments on my legs, it took 3 treatments and my hair stopped growing for almost 1 year.
I feel like, is that pretty common to only have like 3?
No.
I feel like it's early.
Like everybody's different. We can talk about that. Like you're so right. There's so many factors in it. So everyone isn't this cookie cutter. Mm-hmm. But let's say I did the 3 treatments, didn't shave for almost a whole year.
That's insane.
Insane. And then one day I looked down, I'm like, hello. And it wasn't all the hair wasn't back. It was just a few hair. And they were long because I wasn't paying attention,
yeah, I feel like you're not checking.
And so they were blowing in the wind. Like, I was like, holy cow. I did 1 treatment and I didn't shave for 3 years.
Oh, so your body just likes laser hair reducer.
Yeah, like it's amazing. But it just depends. Like hormones is what usually sparks hair growth again. So it's not all going to grow. So you may be gone a year, you may be gone 6 months, you may be gone 3. Like I do laser hair removal on like 14, 15, 16-year-olds, you know. And so they're in those hormone phases. And so I fight with it. It's like I'm putting my dukes up with it. And it can take a lot of treatments for them.
Okay.
You know, so it just depends on the person. It depends on their lifestyle. It depends on their hair color. It depends, do they have, you know, health issues? Do they have hormone imbalances? Okay. So I can never say you're going to be in and out in 3 treatments. ever. I have people that it takes 12 treatments. I have people that it takes 6 treatments. I have people that it takes 22 treatments. Like, you just don't know, you know? And so for me, like, yeah, I'm a Hispanic woman and I'm hairy, you know, and I had a mustache and I was literally could shave my mustache every single day. And so laser hair was, upper lip takes forever to get rid of. And so I went from shaving every day to like once a month.
Okay.
And so if I was a client, what I tell my clients is if you're shaving every day, and now let's say you're shaving every 2 weeks and you're okay with that, we stop.
Okay. Until
you're shaving every day again, or shaving more, or you want to go until you're only shaving once a month, we can stop.
Okay.
I'll see you when you start shaving again.
Okay.
Or we can go until it's not growing at all.
Okay. I like that it's you can like kind of like pick it right back up, you know, like it's seeming like, you know, when you're in that like regimen, it's like, you know, you have to be very strict about following it, but I like that it's like
when you get to the maintenance, I call it maintenance phase, it's usually 1 or 2 treatments. Like I said, hair has a memory. They're smart. They're like, huh, I'm not supposed to be growing. And so here we go, you know, but everybody's different. Yeah. You know, I have clients that they just, life happens and they can't come in any longer. And I don't see them. And it may be 6 months. It could be a year. It could be a couple years. Do they have to start all over again? Sometimes, yes. Okay. Even though hair's smart, sometimes, yes. And we have to just go at it again. Okay. Sometimes hair's like, I remember this. And we literally are right where we left off.
Nice. Okay.
So it's amazing, but everybody's different. Every treatment is different with it, every consultation. And so that's why consultations are so important. First, I want you to be on board. It's a commitment. You need to see me every 4 to 6 weeks. Sorry, we become best friends. And I truly, like, I have a girl that I've been working on. Today was treatment 8, and we're doing multiple body parts. Okay. She moved, and she comes back every 4, drives back. And I was like, can we find you, like, somewhere else out there? Like, send me some places. I'll do the research for you. And she's like, I trust you. I will not get the education anywhere else. Like, I am driving. I am her trip. I'm her vacation. And I'm like, I will find you somewhere. Like, right. And I've had people like, they're snowbirds. And so,
no, it's fine. you can keep going.
That's right. And then I have some clients that are snowbirds, so they're here during the summer, Florida. Like, I will look for a place, help them look for a place to get them treated, you know. So, but the education part is so important. It's a commitment. It's hard-earned money that you're working for, you know. And so I want you to know exactly what you're doing, you know, and all the education because you're investing in it. And so we're going to pause for a minute because I'm going to get the hook. Because I have the hook for laser hair removal. Oh. It's kind of cool. Hook. And so I do so many laser treatments that I've been wanting, I call it the hook, for so long. And so, whoops.
Whoa. I
got to take this off. Hold on. And so I do so much laser hair removal. I wanted the hook. Everyone's like, what's the hook? Yeah. So I've used it at another place I worked. And it's so cool. So this is the hook. So this snaps on my handpiece. And it puts all the laser out of this itty bitty little spot. So I can do eyebrows. Oh. So this was made for a man's face. Okay. So we can outline mustache and beards, but we can do nose, ears, eyebrows.
Like in the nose, in the ears?
Like on the outside. You don't want to stick it in the ear. You don't want to stick it up the nose, but you can. And then it's amazing because the hand pieces are so big. And so when you come across an upper lip, some people have a wider upper lip, and that's great. I'm like, I'm getting gel up your nose and in your mouth. It's just going to happen. But now, like the people that have itty bitty little lips,
Yeah, you can just
That's
get right in
amazing.
there.
I'm like a little artist. I can chisel. Like I have a gentleman that we're doing like here and here
Okay.
because he has a beard and goatee, and I come up here and I sharpen here and I sharpen down here. We do eyebrows. Like it's amazing.
That's
I do
what I
his
need.
whole face with this. It's so
Okay.
cool. So this is the handy dandy little things. So, and that's
Huh.
laser hair. Do you have questions?
I don't think so.
I have a little more information.
Okay, I do actually have a
Okay.
question. I feel like this is a question for you guys. What does it feel like?
This one does not hurt.
Cool.
Like at all. Like at all. So I've used lasers where it felt like a rubber band snap, flash of light, rubber band snap. Like it hurt. And nowadays, like they're just getting better and better and better and better. And I know you
Okay.
guys don't know, but I have been lucky in the 3 places that I've worked, they all had 3 different lasers. And so
Okay.
I got to get my hand and a few other lasers. But I wanted the one I saw the best results out of. And so I brought that one to me. And I literally result after result after result after result. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like when you're shaving every day and then you're shaving every other day. Now you're shaving once a week and then it's 2 weeks. And some people are like, I shave literally once between treatments. That's 4 weeks or 5 weeks or 6 weeks. Like that's
That'd be so nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Less hassle.
It's great. Like when you're going shaving every single day and now you're not. Like I literally have not shaved in 4 years. My underarms, my upper lip,
my
my
God.
legs, like everywhere. It's like I grow no hair on my arms. So, oh, speaking of arms, can't go over tattoos.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, we will remove your tattoo and it hurts. It hurts so bad. It will blister. We can take the tattoo out and if you hit somebody's tattoo, like they will come up off the bed. It hurts.
Ooh.
So no
Okay.
tattoos.
Yes, that's
Can't
very
do
good to
it.
know.
So I'm glad I got rid of the hair. I guess if I get older and hair grows back, I'm just gonna have one hairy arm. But there's another thing. So people will come in and, as we get older, us women, we get those coarse white hair. I can get rid of that.
Because it's coarse?
Because remember, it has to have pigment. So no blonde, no white, no gray. They don't have pigment. At Kissy Face Med Spa, we can get rid of it. I can't tell you my secret.
Okay.
I've had laser reps beg me for my secret. I can't. But we call it white hair pluck.
Okay.
And we pluck it and we do something and that's all behind the scenes.
Okay.
But we can. But with dark hair, laser hair removal, we're killing the whole bulb. With white or gray hair, we're killing each individual hair, and a bulb will have multiple. So it's a lot of treatment.
I see.
But we can
That's crazy.
get it. And I do it every day. It's like laser hair removal and white or gray hair removal is huge here.
Okay.
Huge. I just can't tell you my secret.
That's crazy.
So
I didn't know you had so many secrets.
I have so many secrets. So that's kind of laser hair in a nutshell. Do you have any other questions?
I don't think so.
Summer's coming up, so I'm telling people don't get super tan. If we're doing laser hair removal, if you have super light skin and now you come in 3 shades darker, can I still do it? Yes. Am I going to do it? No. Because I have to turn those numbers down. You're getting less of a treatment.
Okay.
If you come in and you already have darker skin, that's just a given. My skin is a little darker, and so that's fine. And if I go and lay on the beach for a day or 2 and get a little bit of tan, that's okay.
Okay.
I just don't want you to come in 2 or 3 shades darker because now I'm turning down numbers and you're not getting full. When you're getting full and not, you're paying me, you'll still get reduced,
Okay.
hair, but it's not going to be
Like as effective.
Yeah,
as it
you
would
want
have been.
full treatment.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, that means because you're less in and out. So it's pretty good. I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like I walk journeys with them, and I'm literally like, they need like a certificate and a hat, like graduation hat. Like we graduated. That and tattoo removal, I don't want to see you back for.
Okay.
That means
Yeah.
we're successful. If you don't make another appointment, like we're done. Those are the only two things in this office that I want you not to make an appointment for, because that means we're successful.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm seeing you in 4 weeks. So, so that's kind of laser hair.
Okay.
And that's how like consultations are. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
You know, your results aren't going to be my results, and my results aren't going to be Susie's results. Everybody's journey is so different. So it's a lot of communication. I will be like, did you have any downtime? How did it grow? What does it look like? You know, because they're shaving before they come in. You know, sometimes I'll be like, take a photo of it so I can see before you shave that area. Or if they're going like, I'm not seeing results, and I'm like doing everything I can, I'm like, don't shave. Let me see it. And then I will shave it. But this brings back the reason I have you shave also the night before is if you have any razor burn, you have anything from shaving, I don't want you to be red. It's attracted to color.
Okay.
So if you come in and you shave that morning and now you have razor burn or your skin's red, turn down the laser or I send you home.
Getting your full
I literally
treatment.
had a girl dry shave her armpits on the way in, and she was just red. And I said, we need to reschedule. Like, it wasn't even worth it.
Okay.
Because it's attracted to color. So, and that's laser hair removal.
So interesting. I didn't know there was so much behind
There's so much behind it. I literally sometimes, and I always talk about this, like, my brain is like a Rolodex. I'm like, with everybody's so different. Like, we're not seeing results. You know, oh my God, we tried this and we tried, what else? You know, let's try this, you know, and people will ask, like, if I have blonde hair, can I dye my hair brown? And get laser hair removal? Like, that's a very common question.
Oh.
Or black?
Yeah.
No, it's not going to dye the bulb. It's about the bulb.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
sense. So that hair has to be.
Valid question.
It's
though.
a valid question. Because I was like, oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
And like, no, it's not going to work.
Yeah, because like your hair naturally, like it depends on that.
And it cannot get rid of peach fuzz.
Okay.
So us women, you don't, but us women, we get peach fuzz. It's vellus hair, like that light peach fuzz. Will not get rid of it, can't get rid of it, can't come in, we'll dermaplane you.
Okay.
Every 4 to 6 weeks. When dermaplane's amazing. We can talk about that in the future, but yeah, it's not going to get rid of peach fuzz. It has to be coarser hair, so
that makes
upper
sense.
lip, chin.
But I like that you have the options for that. You know, you said don't do this, do dermaplane.
Yeah.
So I guess that does lead me into a question about consultation. So like if you know, as you're kind of going through the consultation, I assume it's kind of like an interview almost.
I feel it's a meet and greet. Am I who I need to be for you? Am I well educated? Do you like me? Maybe I sit wrong, or maybe I smile weird. Seriously, you know. And are you a good candidate?
Yeah.
You know, in laser hair, like that's a specific thing. You know, yes, you are. No, you're not. I can't do it. You have, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, in anti-aging parts, you know, are they doing it for the right reason? You know, do they want to look 50 years younger? My lasers are never going to do that. That's a surgery. Like, is it surgery? Is it laser? You know, so it's like an interview. It's a meet and greet. Can I offer you, you know, do you like me? Do I like you? Are you going to follow the rules? Like, you know, because you leave and you don't follow the rules and you have hair still growing. Whose fault is that?
They're going to say it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like
even
a
though
candidate.
It's like, you know, took on the agreement, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have like a contract?
So we have we call it consent form.
Okay.
And we go over everything, and we have a pre and post op, and you know, and that's why, you know, people are like, you don't charge for your consultations? Like, you spend a whole hour with us. And I'm like, no, it's about the meet and greet. Are we a right fit? Are you going to follow the rules? Am I well educated? Do I have what you need? Like I'm not going to charge for that. So I win some, I lose some. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't help you. I don't have what you need, that type of thing.
I mean, I think that's something to appreciate though, of like
I hope so. 'Cause
you
people,
recognizing that I don't have the skills, so like instead of like leading you on, and
yeah,
like
I'll refer
putting
you
money,
somewhere else.
yeah, I like
I know
that.
this place has this. I know this person does this. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I kept turning somebody away because she wanted tight. And I'm like, I can't, no matter what I do, I could work on you every single day and I'll never get, like, you want surgery. No, I don't want surgery. I don't want the downtime. No, I know you don't want the downtime, but you want surgery results. I can't give you that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. And she's like, begging me, please just work on me, please just. And I'm like, I am not going to do it. And then she left, and a month later came back and said, I don't want surgery results. I just want you to work on me because you were so honest and you were educational, and but I turn people away. I'm like, no, but over here they offer this, over here they offer that, and I'm okay with that. My worst fear, like, as not even like a business owner, but now that I own the business, is somebody going, you did something wrong. Like, it didn't work. You lied. And I do get people like, they forget about the whole education part that we sat down with, and we're like treatment 6 in, and they're like, and I'm like, no, remember now. So every treatment I do a little bit of education, reminding them, you're coming back and forth to 6 weeks. Remember this, remember that, So I've had somebody that has had, I don't know, she's been with me for 4 years, and she does something every 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
And it's the same treatment.
Okay.
And just a few weeks ago, she was like, now what is the healing process? And I'm like, girl. But it wasn't so in depth. It was just a reminder, remember this, know this, know this, know this, know this, do this, So, yeah.
I like that the education doesn't stop at the consultation.
No.
I also love, we didn't mention this, you offer free consultations.
Yeah.
I love that you do that. So do you take like walk-ins?
No.
Okay.
I wish.
So I wanted to ask the question.
I wish. I'm booked.
Yes.
So you have to call and schedule, because it's, I like to book an hour. We don't have to take the hour.
Okay. Yeah.
But I like to give everybody an hour with me. Some are in and out in 30 minutes, and some were like pushing the hour, So no, you definitely have to schedule.
So get on that.
Yes. Sometimes we can do same day treatment. That's more like if they want like just an upper lip or something little that's fast, or a little tattoo, like a lot of times I can do that. Or they may mention like, I may want to do this in office that day, and we'll schedule a little bit of time.
Okay.
The bigger treatments, of course, we wouldn't be able to do, but usually, between me and my staff, we can get you in a few days, usually to a week. So
nice.
Yeah.
So you have a good turnaround time too.
Yeah. Hopefully, sometimes. Other times we're booked, So it just depends on the flow, the time of year. So now what do we want to do?
I think we should do another little mini consultation.
Okay.
Pick your brain a little bit more. I hate to admit it, I'm over the hump. So I'm 26 now. So I think I need to start thinking about anti-aging.
You're the perfect age.
Really?
I always tell people, if I could get every late 20s to early 30s in my treatment bed.
You called me late 20s?
I'll tell you why. In my treatment bed, it's like the fountain of youth.
Really?
It's the perfect time to start.
Oh, okay.
So when you come in at your 40s and 50s, and now that you're making up, can we anti-age you? Yes, our bodies are beautiful. It's amazing. But late 20s to early 30s, our collagen stops producing. So that's why you're starting to see lines and things go. Yeah. So I talk about collagen as a bed. I think it's easy to think about that. So our bed starts to get, worn in. And as that collagen, we lose 1 to 2% collagen per year.
like
It shuts off.
every
It's
year,
not.
or so before 26, it's just
It's producing.
continuously.
It's like, yay, I'm
Okay.
happy, I'm fun. Like,
And then it's
ah.
like 26th birthday. It's like, all right,
Like
I'm
it
clocking
doesn't mean
out.
right at 26. Late
Yeah, yeah.
20s, early 30s, people start. It shuts off.
That's so.
And our pores start to get big and lines start to, and we're
That's why
seeing
my pores are
lines
getting
and
bigger.
like you start noticing that type of thing. And so we can turn that collagen back on. It's
How?
amazing.
How
Isn't
does
that
work?
cool?
Yeah.
By anything that we do.
Okay,
So,
okay.
when somebody comes in, I don't want to talk about everything that we do. You would leave like, oh my gosh, this is way too much. So we want to narrow it down.
Yeah.
And so somebody that's younger, starting, I'm probably going to put them in something littler, like microneedling or something like that. Or somebody who's never done anything. Like most people don't want to dive head into the big stuff.
Right.
It's rare, but some people will. So some people just want to kind of dip their toe in the pool. Do I want to be committed? Because it's a commitment. And we'll talk about that. Do I want to come and see her all this time and then do maintenance and do skincare? And it might be too much. So sometimes just dipping your toes in the little bit in the pond is okay. And so I have to figure that out. Like some people are coming in and they want like sunspots, laser hair, like hair gone, tattoo gone. Those are easy.
Yeah.
Because then you're like bing, 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 bing. But somebody just wants to anti-age, And so we talk about how that works. So whether I'm sticking needles in a face or putting heat in a face or whatever laser we decide to do, once our collagen shuts off, it's off. So when I stimulate that collagen and it turns on, it grows for 2 months and holds for 4. So it has a life cycle of 6 months. Okay. So I tell people when we want to fix, you're going to commit to 3. 1 each month for 3 months. Okay, and why is this? So we know we get 2 months of collagen growth, 4 months of hold. Mm-hmm. So let's say I said, Devin, you need to start with microneedling. You're going to come back next week and we're going to do it. We're going to talk all about that and how it's going to feel, but this is what we talk about. So the minute I stimulate that collagen with those needles, I know you have 2 months of collagen growth. But you're going to come back in 4 weeks, remember?
Yeah.
So we're going to lose a month, but you still have a month left of the first treatment. You come in for your second month and do your second treatment. You leave, and for that month, you have double treatment. You still have a month left from the first treatment, and you have the 2, but this, for 1 month, it's the old treatment and the new treatment's working.
At the same time?
At the same time.
So,
it's like putting Miracle-Gro on our flowers.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask, so it works like it like stacks.
Yeah, and we need this to fix.
Okay.
Then that falls off, you still have 1 left from your second, and you come in for your third. So that second and third treatment is the most important because we're double collagen.
Okay, yeah.
We're building.
Yeah.
So at 3, if my clients are like, I love it, I love where I am, then we talk about maintenance. Okay. So we know that collagen grows for 2 and holds for 4. So 6 months. So let's say somebody didn't do anything till month 7. Everything shuts off.
Oh.
Because it's only a 6-month life span.
And yeah, you're just artificially giving it life.
Yes.
So it's just going to die itself.
So let's say life happened and you can't get in at month 7, it's shut down. Guess what?
You got to restart that.
You got to start
the
all
3
over
appointment
again.
thing. Okay.
So I like my clients to come in every 2, 3, or 4 months to do a maintenance, and it's 1 treatment. It's kind of like maintenance is kind of like I'm the boss. Remember what your job is. Don't forget to shut off. Keep going so we don't get that double. So we don't see improvements, maybe a tad. Maintenance is holding us where we're at.
Okay.
And so my clients can maintenance as long as they want till they look in the mirror and they want more, and then we decide what it is and we 1, 2, 3 again. Okay. So we build, hold, build, hold, build.
So
how fast do you want to anti-age? So at 3, you could be like, Kissy, I want to do 1 more. Okay, I'll see you next month.
Okay.
I want to do 1 more. I'll see you next month. Hey, I'm happy at 6. but you have to commit to 3 or you're not going to see results. You're just not going to. It's a waste of money. And it frustrates me for the ones that do 1 or 2 treatments and then they stop. And now they're out there going, it didn't work and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you didn't do your job. So it's so important. So,
I like that we're talking about it in this frame too of like, it is like a job almost.
It's a commitment.
Like, coming in as a patient, a client, like I need to be open and like accept the terms basically.
Absolutely.
Like,
and if you're not going to do it, you're not going to see the results. And at the end, it's not, you're going to blame me, but it's not. So I tell patients, like if they come in every 2 months for maintenance, we're not overlapping. So we don't get billed, but we never shut off.
Okay.
At every 3 months, we're only going 1 month without college and build. And every 4 months, we're only going 2 months without college and build. So I love every 2 to 4 months. And then at 4 months, if life happens, you know, and you're not able to get in, we still have 2 months to play with.
Okay.
But I see people that have way better results that are doing it every 2 to 4 months. So it is a commitment, you know, and then when you're ready to build, we just build again. You know, maybe it's a different treatment. Maybe it's something else. Like, you know, I talk about like people that I know, like they come in and I was working and their skin's like super red. And I find the treatment, you know, IPL or BBL or whatever. And that's, I know you don't know what that is, but it takes color out of the skin. Okay. And so like I removed the reds and then I was like, oh my gosh, they have so many sunspots. Like, you know, you can just treat as things are coming, you know. So maybe you have a ton of lines, you know, and now they're softer, but now you don't like your sunspots. So like one laser doesn't do it all.
Excuse me.
And that's the hard part. And so it can be overwhelming.
Okay. And I feel like is it not overwhelming, but is it kind of a task for you to figure out? Because
like people want to say, tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I feel like that.
I don't know. Like I can give you options, but if I go through every laser that I have on your first time here, you're going to be so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So I don't like what bothers you. Okay. So the little treatments like microneedling, I'm going to see you more. I always say, do you want to be my friend or my best friend? How often do you want to come in? How much money do you want to spend? Do you want downtime? Do you want no downtime? Like these are all the things I'm asking. And then as you're answering and we're chatting, I'm picking off things and then I can narrow it down to this. You know, microneedling is my favorite treatment. I love it. I love how my skin feels and looks and it makes me feel good and I have glowy skin. But the anti-aging part of it is low. It's the lowest one on my totem pole. So when I want tightening, I'm going to do something big. But when I want to feel good and my skin to look good, I'm going to do this. So I may do like heavy hitters or more tightening treatments and then use little things for like the microneedling for maintenance.
Okay.
You can do that. You can mix and match.
I
So
like that.
My first office I worked at, it was like you saw the doctor, he did the consultation, he said you do this treatment, you do your 3, and I see you once every 6 months. There was no mixing and matching. So as my journey at the other offices that I worked at, I learned like you can mix and match. Like that's
crazy.
Amazing. You can spend $1,100 on one big treatment and then spend a few $100s on your maintenance. Like that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it, you know, or maybe as you're cleaning up the skin and you're seeing sunspots or people have veins, you know, they're popping up or I don't like this, you know, you can mix and match your treatments.
That's so nice.
It's so
you can
cool.
customize it like to the person.
Absolutely. Yeah. Their lifestyle, how much they want to spend, you know, downtime versus no downtime, you know, it's so cool.
What do you mean by downtime?
So like with some treatments, like microneedling, I say you'll be red for the day and pink for 2 days.
Okay.
That's a little
downtime.
The
downtime? Okay.
Yeah, you can wear makeup and blah, blah, blah. But some people leave like I gave them a facial. Like you just don't know. Skin is so different, you know. There's something called intense pulse light, IPL or BBL, broadband light, and its job is to get rid of sunspots. Okay. So put the laser on, big flash of light, energy goes into the sun damage, your sunspots, and it can bring closer to the surface. In 1 to 2 days, they'll come to the surface and get like coffee ground or sandpaper, and they're going to hang on for 5 to 7 days, and then slush off and they're gone.
That's so interesting.
Isn't it so cool?
Yeah.
So that's downtime. But my
yeah.
downtime might be different than your downtime. Maybe I will not go in public with anything, like no red, no nothing. I need to wear a full face of makeup, And so I don't want anything that's going to make me look bad because I'm not going in public. And other people like me, I just use me, but me, I'm going to come in with my face red for 3 days because I want everyone to be like, Kissy, what'd you have? And I'm like, oh my God, girl, I had this. Oh my gosh, And so with consultation, we also have a Vizia camera. And a Vizia camera takes photos on the outside of the skin and under the skin. So it shows all the layers in the skin. We can see your spots. So are your spots lifting to the surface and coming off? It shows you where your collagens broke down. So we can't see what's happening under the skin. So we can take photos every single time. We can be like, oh my gosh, look at all this broke down collagen. Treatment 2, look at how much collagen we've built.
Okay.
Your pores are getting smaller. We can see all of that.
That's cool.
It's so cool. And there's a cool part on it. We'll have to do a segment on that and show you. But it will show you like how you're going to age if you didn't do lasers.
Interesting.
What we can get you close to by doing lasers. It's super cool. But it's also like a window under your skin for me. Is your collagen turned on? Is it producing? Is this, are your brown spots lifting closer to the surface? Are the lasers working? Because a lot of times, like I said, we're such a society of like, we want it now.
Yeah.
And we're rebuilding our, so you may leave and not see anything. So our cells turn over every 28 days. Okay. So every 28 days, you're going to see improvements. Whether you're doing lasers, skincare, whatever. So as long as you're staying consistent, every 28 days, improvement. Okay. So by the time you come for your second treatment, you should start to see.
I see.
By the time you come for your third treatment, you should be seeing results. But is it true? What's happening under the skin? So it's like a little, what did you say?
Inside.
The ball?
It's a little crystal ball.
Yeah. There's so much, you know what I mean? And there's so many different lasers, and people will call and be like, do you have this certain laser? I'd be like, I don't have that laser, but I have a laser that does the same thing.
Okay.
So people are like, nope, I want Morphus 8.
Excuse me, my God, sorry.
Like some people are like, I want Morphus 8. And I'm like, I have RF microneedling. It's the same thing. No, I want this. And I'm like, I have the same thing.
Right. Just different like brand names.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the day, for anti-aging, we want to stimulate your collagen to grow.
Okay.
How are we going to do it? How quickly? How much do you want to spend? And so every consultation is so different. Nobody is cookie cutter.
What would you recommend for me? I'm getting better because you gave me a skincare routine, about being consistent with it. So like I do my AM routine, my PM routine, wash my face every day, at least once. Other than that, I'm very low maintenance and
that's okay.
I'm terrible with commitment.
So I would say,
I feel like the commitment thing is a turnoff, so ignoring that, I'm very just low maintenance.
So like, let's say you did, like you're like, I want to start something.
Yeah.
I'm going to say dip your toes in the pool and let's start with microneedling.
Okay. Something
light
to start.
Yep, it doesn't cost a ton of money. It's one of the lower costs in the office, but it's a heavy hitter. It's going to make you happy.
Okay.
Because like I said, you're going to see it.
Cool.
The anti-aging part is small because there's no laser behind it. Like sometimes, but you're going to be happy. Like the next day, my skin is like baby butt soft.
Ooh.
A week in, I'm like glowing. I love it. My texture is starting to even out. But the tightening part is slower because I'm just poking holes and putting serums in. There's not poking holes and heating. We're not heating it up. We're not putting lasers in. We're not doing any of that. So someone comes in and wants this, first off, you're not getting this. But if someone comes in and they want a little tightening, I'm going to put them with a laser backing energy into it. Okay. So heat or whatever we decide to do, we need that, but somebody who just, like I said, you're the perfect age, microneedling. Okay. You don't have a ton of sunspots, like we're not working. It helps even out skin tones, helps with pores. Okay. You're going to get some tightening with it. Oh, it's lovely. It's my favorite. And does it hurt?
Cool. I was just about to ask, what does it feel
we
like?
numb. So we numb
Okay.
our clients, and so you get some numbing, and literally most people, like 99% of everyone says it feels like a vibrating toothbrush.
Hmm.
And most people could go to sleep if I didn't talk so much during treatment.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm like that's good
It's
in the sense
so-
of like it doesn't hurt. It's
Yeah.
not.
If it hurts, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to say, oh my God, it hurts. Like tattoo removal, spicy. It's going to
Okay.
feel like when you cook bacon and the bacon grease splatters on you.
Okay.
That
Those
is
sharp-
the
ooh.
worst treatment I give here is tattoo. It hurts. And I'm going to tell you, be prepared. I prepare everyone. And microneedling, people are always nervous. It's needles are going in the skin.
Yeah.
Literally, most
Doesn't
people are snoring.
Okay. That's good to know.
It really is. It's lovely. And they can't wait to get back. They're so nervous. And I'm like, I promise you, I promise you.
Mhm.
And then they're like, oh my gosh, they can't wait. I had a lady, like, she's like shaking in her boots and like, oh my gosh, she's sweating and blah, blah, blah. And then we get it done. And then her next, like, she comes in, she's like jumping up and down. Like, I can't wait, And I'm like, yeah, girl, So, if it's going to hurt, I'm going to tell you. You
Yeah.
can have some pinpoint bleeding with microneedling. It stops as soon as it's out. We don't want you to leave bloody and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, some people can leave like fire engine red. Like I turn super red, like I have a sunburn. It feels like I have a sunburn for an hour.
Okay.
And then it's gone. But like I said, some people stay red for the day. They're pink for 2 days. It just depends. Day 3 to 5, you can have some dry skin. It might be a lot. It might be a little. It might be none. Like every treatment's different. Every time is different. It just doesn't hurt. I think like it's rare. Like a 1% might feel it.
Okay.
Like usually like on forehead, you might sneeze because the vibration of the pen or their eyes will water. It's so weird.
Interesting.
It is, and I'll let you know, but most people like literally can nap through it. But consultation comes down to you. Okay. And everybody says, tell me what to do. And I'm like, I can't. So I'm answering questions and listening. Like I do my little spiel, like I'm Kissy. This is how I got started. This is how Kissy Face came. This is why I do this, the education, the pricing, whatever.
Yeah.
Now tell me you. And as they're talking,
you're just
I'm just kind of going through like that Rolodex, like making notes and blah, blah, blah. And, do I get it right every time? No, I don't know. Like maybe your skin says, I don't like microneedling.
Yeah.
And we like, woo, we stop, we back out and we go in. It's rare that happens, but it can happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're not a magician.
No, but it's neat because like I like I said, to meet every patient in the waiting room, and I'll go out and be like, I'm Kissy, nice to meet you. I'm assessing you.
Okay.
I'm like, or I'm standing in line at the grocery store. I'm like assessing.
Like, oh, they should get
like,
that
oh my
treatment
God,
and
I wish I
that
could do an IPL on them, or they have so many sunspots, or like, girl. Say I'm like judging, but like I'm like, ooh, she needs an IPL. Ooh, I would love to do a microneedling. Like
yeah, you're not saying like, oh, your sunspots are ugly.
Yeah,
It's
no, like I can help you.
Yeah.
And so here's a funny story. Never judge somebody why they're coming in. Always look at the schedule. I always tell my front desk staff, please write in the notes why they're coming in. So I had somebody come in. This has been a long time ago, okay? And full mustache for a woman, like your mustache.
Okay.
Full mustache. Get her, sit her down, and I start talking. I give her my whole spiel of I worked for somebody at the time, and how I got into aesthetics and how long I had been at the office, and I just go full blast into laser hair removal.
And that's not what she was here for?
After my whole spiel, she's like, laser hair removal? I want the spot gone. And she had one itty bitty little brown spot and a full mustache. I said, oh my God, that's my next client. I am so sorry.
Smooth. Okay, yeah, so you assessed her and were like, she's probably in here for that.
So I never know, like when someone says, tell me what to do, what bothers you?
Yeah, because, you don't want to diagnose or talk about something that they're not.
Like, what if
here
I'm
for
like,
it.
you have a ton of sunspots, and I start talking about sunspot removal, but they just want tightening.
Yeah.
And people will say, like, my spots don't bother me. It's my crow's feet. It's my jowls, Or somebody is like, I'm here for my jawline. I'm like, that's your neck.
Yeah.
Like, this is your jawline. Or I'm here for my neck, and they're pointing at their jawline. Always let them speak first. Even though I'm assessing you as I'm bringing you back, and I'm like, ding, 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 ding,
let
ding, ding.
them tell you what you should fix instead of offering up.
Yeah, that laser hair removal one was, I mean, the tiniest little lightest sunspot ever. One.
That's crazy.
Foot in mouth, rolled back in my stool. I said, oh my God, it's my next client. I am so sorry. I'm like an hour ahead. Laser is not going to bring a boyfriend back.
Yeah.
Is not going to make your husband stay. Is not going to, can it give you confidence? Yes, absolutely. And, I don't do this stuff. I do it because I love it, but I help people. I've had patients who won't look themselves in the mirror, like down. And I will take them to the mirror and be like, you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. Like, look at yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have women that grow full mustache and beard and they're embarrassed, and so I can help with that. So I might not be able to get rid of something completely, but we can make it better. Or if I can't, I'm going to help you find somebody that will do it. Yeah. So that's what Consultations, it's a meet and greet. It's about education. And I want to educate you as much. Sometimes I can see people start to gloss over and I'm like, and they just start to gloss over and I'm like, reel it in, Kissy. Whoa, because it's a whole plethora of things. So when somebody comes in and we're working on the anti-aging, I'll have all these lines in all the treatments.
Okay.
And I'll be like, how fast do you want to get there? Do we want to just go slow or do we just want to go straight to the top? An anti-aging part, all these do different things that, this might be over here like sunspots, but the side effect of putting heat into the skin is anti-aging. And you're going to get a little more tightening doing something with laser than no laser, like microneedling. Okay. So I'll write everything out and show them how quickly and the steps of it, and of course this is the big dog. Yeah. And this is tightening up off the table. It's a one treatment. It's not your series of 3. There's no downtime. A lot, if somebody just wants tightening and they don't want color correction, they don't want, they just want tightening. Yeah. I'm like, sometimes do this one. It seems like a lot of money when I'm like $1,100 or $1,000 or whatever. But by the time you do all these little treatments, you're way more, and you're never going to get this tightening. So it's about finding and talking and educating, but how much and how it's a whole science. Seriously, it's
I didn't realize. Obviously, I knew a lot went into it and a lot of thinking and things like that. I didn't realize just how much went into it, though.
It's a lot. Crazy. And I send you home with things, and we talk about skincare, and that's our next episode is skincare, but I educate them on their skincare, and it's a whole thing. I'm super excited. We're gonna start making folders for our new patients to go home with all the information and everything, and instead of just handing them a little paper, I'm jotting down on things. It's very overwhelming. And I'm like, go do the research. You don't have to commit today. You can go down the road. You can go down there. You can go to the next town and get consultations. And I'm okay with that, So, anything else?
I don't think so.
I talked a lot.
That's okay.
So come in, do your free consultation. We love it. And even if they just get educated, I'm okay with that. Some people will come in just to get skincare education. And we're actually going to roll out skincare classes and things like that in the office. We're super excited. Okay. So we're going to have a sip and glow next month, and people are going to come in and we're going to do little mini facials on yourself, but we're going to talk about skincare and because it's important, and we'll talk. Yeah. Our anti-aging, our results, 80% is skincare, and I can only do 20% in office.
Okay, so it is a lot on that person.
Yeah. your skincare and the right skincare. And that's our whole next episode is
Yeah.
that. And we'll go into detail. So you'll be like even more like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I love it. I could talk about this all day long.
So thank you for
You're
diving
welcome.
deep into the world of consultations. Here at Kissy Face, you get free consultations.
Always.
So don't just come on in. We learned that earlier.
Yeah, please don't just stop in.
And, reach out.
You can schedule online now through our website, our Facebook page, Kissy Face Med Spa. We have it on there. Our Instagram has a button now.
Oh, I love that.
So online booking, I love it. I love online booking. You can call the office. We'll work you in. Online booking is the best though. So
Awesome. Yeah. I learned something else today.
I know, right? We're just making our way.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Catch our next episode on the Kissy Face skincare line. We're getting into that. So, like I said, thanks for watching. That's it.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
See you
See ya.
later.